Hey y'all, it's your girl Shay and welcome back to the channel. So as you guys can see, this is part 2 to the how to create dark Instagram aesthetics videos. As you can see, today we are going to be showing you how to do it on an iPhone. If you guys have not seen part 1 and you want to see how to do it on a camera, I will leave the link above so you can go ahead and click on that. So to get right into this video, I am currently in the videos app on the iPhone. I prefer to use this app just because to me the quality is so much better than using it actually on Instagram or on TikTok. But the trick to getting this dark aesthetic look is simply to click in the middle of your video screen and take that sundial all the way down, all the way up, just until you get that perfect exposure that you're looking for. When you do take the sundial down, it does give that dark, moody aesthetic. As you can see, you just drag it on down as to how dark you want it to be, and boom, that is literally how these creators are creating these moody and creating these dark Instagram/TikTok videos. It is so simple. I honestly was very amazed once I actually found out how to make these and how simple it was to make these. Definitely recommend, do not take it down too far. There are so many videos that I've made where the aesthetic was just too dark. You barely could see what was going on in the videos, and it just definitely took away from it. So make sure that you film in multiple different stages of exposures. Make one maybe a little lighter than you think, make one in the middle, make one darker, just so that if you do mess up, you do have different scenes or different clips within one scene that are the different exposures. But basically I'm just, posing, doing different poses. I'm trying to see, exactly what I like, because, you are going to be putting this into a clip that's like really short. This clip you see here is probably going to be no longer than like a second long. So I'm just providing myself with enough video footage that I have options. You want to give yourself options when it does come to these videos, just because, you want it to flow well. You just want it to look well. Again, put it in different exposures. I highly recommend that, just so that if you mess something up, it won't be so detrimental to your video. Now for me, typically I do like to give myself a couple of different shots when it comes to a silhouette scene. It's kind of low-key like a little outfit of the day, kind of just to show people oh, this is me, this is what I look like when I'm going out. Again, I'm playing with the exposure, just trying to get the right exposure. Even while I'm recording the video, sometimes I move the exposure just in case I think it's a little too dark or I think it's a little too bright, just so that we can get that perfect video and that perfect look, and also so it will try to match up as well as possible with the others. But again, we're just playing around with the bag, with the jacket, trying to get that perfect shot for these videos, you guys. Now the next scene is actually out in public. I know a lot of people do not like recording in public. I'm still trying to get used to it, honestly, because it kind of is uncomfortable. People are naturally going to stare. It's just something that, it is what it is type of situation. As you can see right here, I pretty much recorded the entire time I was walking in there, just because I was getting different little clips, etc. of the building, how it looks, just because I feel like that is such a pretty building, as well as I recorded my eyebrow scene, which honestly, you don't have to do that. I highly don't recommend doing it if it's going to show the person's face. Make sure you respect their privacy, but she had a mask on and she didn't mind it, so it was okay. And right here, I'm just kind of doing in between filler shots of driving. You don't necessarily have to do this. I highly recommend being careful when you do this. Make sure you're not filming your neighborhood. Never do that. Please don't do that. But yeah, these are just filler shots. These are kind of just little things that I put in here just in case I need it. 9 times out of 10, I don't use it in this particular clip. I didn't use it, but it's okay to have it just in case, you mess up something or you need something. Now right here, we've made it to the restaurant. I kind of just record, cute little things within the restaurant. They had a statue, they had a little liquor cabinet, etc. So I kind of just filmed that. Anything that's aesthetically pleasing or anything that you think is kind of cute, I recommend filming. I always film the menus to my restaurant, just because, it kind of gives people an idea of what kind of restaurant you're at, what you're eating, what kind of cuisine is happening. And it kind of just more personalized, it makes people feel like they're there, as well as I record, of course, the food. You have to record the food for these videos. I want to see the food in the videos. I want to see the drinks, etc., etc. So I highly recommend doing that. I typically do the regular menu. I flip it over just so that I get, everything that's on it, as well as, of course, the drink menu for my adults, for my 21 plus, because sometimes the people are curious about it. Here is one of the drinks that I actually had. I thought it was so cute. It was aesthetically pleasing. Had the coconut. It was called a Coco Loco Margarita, I believe. believe, and it was so good, and it was just really cute. It's something that can easily fit into your video. Now I will say be careful because TikTok definitely took down my shots in this video. I did have a couple of scenes of us taking shots and they took it down, I guess because it's blatantly alcohol. You can tell it's blatantly alcohol right here. They took it down. I was having so many issues with my video and I didn't realize it's because of these shots until I realized that they blanked them out. So yeah, be careful. Like the pina colada ish or the coconut drink they didn't have an issue with, but the shots, they literally like took those out of my thing. But of course the rest of it, I am basically just, you know, going around taking little clips here, there, and the third. I absolutely love doing like grocery scenes. Grocery shopping to me is the easiest way to get like aesthetic or just, you know, pretty scenes for it. As you can see, I'm literally just walking a little bit. When I see something I like, I record it. Walk a little bit, see something I like, I record it, and literally it's that easy, like literally. Now editing on an iPhone instead of editing with a camera is definitely easier just because all the clips are in one spot and it's in the same exact area that you're going to be editing. For me, I edit all of my videos, whether I'm uploading it to Instagram or TikTok, on TikTok. Sorry if you don't have TikTok, but this is how I do it because it's so much easier. All I do is upload my videos, and then TikTok has this amazing auto sync feature, which basically once you pick the song that you want for the video, it's going to automatically sync your video clips to the beat of that song. So a lot of aesthetic videos that you watch, a lot of them have the beat of the song, the videos are going to that beat. TikTok has a feature to basically automatically do that for you, which cuts out so much time, you guys. As you can see right here, I'm kind of just selecting songs, trying to figure out what song I like. I'm gonna pick Pressure by Ari Lennox. Once I do that, I'm gonna go to adjust clips, and to the far left hand side is gonna be a button that says auto sync. It's gonna automatically sync those clips to that song, and boom, you do not have to worry about anything else aside from maybe sliding those clips, individually clicking those clips, sliding them over to like exactly what you want to show, and then that's literally it. Then once you get your music figured out, you're just gonna go ahead and play with some filters. You do not have to do this. I just was playing around a little bit just to see if I can get anything to kind of get the clips to look a little bit more uniformed. Like I said, the exposure can be a hit or a miss sometimes. Sometimes the clips are too light, sometimes they're too dark. Filters kind of help sometimes to get them to look, you know, in sync with each other. Nothing that you have to do, but it's something that could possibly help if you are having that issue of some things being too light, some things being too dark, etc. And as you can see right here, I'm going in and adjusting my clips a little bit just to get them exactly how I want them to look. You know, just playing around with it until you get it to look perfectly how you want for it to be. Now for text is pretty much like free range. I mean, you can do the text however you please. For me, typically if I'm doing like a mini vlog or something of that nature, I put the day that I'm doing it, and then usually I'll put like the actual date like somewhere little, maybe underneath it or somewhere. You're just basically playing around with like the fonts to see what font you like. I like to space my letters out a little bit more because I feel like that gives like a more aesthetic look to it. Play with the sizing of it, etc. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can do, you know, lettering and stuff like that. It's honestly just up to you. For me, I like to add like a little line either directly underneath it or kind of slanted off to the side just to kind of give it a more aesthetic look, and you know, just basically play around with my font. As you can see, I'm adding a line underneath. I just do this pretty much with a lot of the mini vlogs that I do, going back in, playing with, you know, the filters, the exposure, just basically everything. It's just kind of like the finalization, the final aspects of editing the video, just to kind of perfect it as much as possible to get it to look how you want. And then I'm gonna go back in a second and add in that physical date. They do have the enhanced mode, which to me looks really nice, but the enhanced mode definitely took away from the dark aesthetic. As you can see, everything is like way brighter. I do end up going back in and taking that out. Now right here, as you can see, I'm going in and adding like literally a physical cover over it. I necessarily don't recommend doing this unless you accidentally filmed something or you filmed all your clips in a lighter mode. Then this is kind of something that can give you that darker physical look, but I don't recommend it because it kind of is conflicting with the lettering. As you can see, I'm deleting it because it's going to be underneath this, and it's honestly a bigger headache than it is to kind of just film that stuff in a lower exposure. But you know, just basically go in, play around with things, put your dates, put your times, put everything. And then once you do all of that, you're just gonna get your perfect video. You're gonna get your perfect vlog. And in a couple of seconds, you guys are gonna be able to see the vlog that I came up with to show you guys how to make this. Catch me. Catch me. Catch me. I think I'm falling. Hope y'all enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.